protest pleas and recommendations. It also lamented that police brutality had continued despite promises to reform and called for the continuation of the campaign. The call was made at a day-filled screening and panel discussion titled 3 Years After Osrc Protests in Nigeria, Missing Persons, Police Brutality and Torture. At the program, organized by the Human Rights Group and Africa International Human Rights Film Festival, criminal justice researcher Maurice Chukwu lamented that after many advocacy, the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, released 12 Osrc protesters, but the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is yet to give up on prosecuting the protesters, as 15 of the protesters are still in prison. Chukwu said people are now more conscious of their rights, regretting, however, that a lot of things have not changed in the demand around police brutality. We're ready to take a break on the news at 7. We'll be back with more stories. You say. At 7, you can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. To more stories now. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has moved against persons issuing invoices in dollars and mutilating the naira in Lagos and Port Harcourt. EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale, who hinted on the development in Abuja, also revealed that the commission has summoned proprietors of private universities and other institutions of higher learning, charging fees in dollars for questioning. According to Oyewale, the Commission has also raised a special task force in all its zonal commands for the enforcement of extant laws against currency mutilation and dollarization of the economy. Oyewale said the task force, inaugurated by the chairman of the Commission, Ola Olukoyede, was raised leakages and distortions, exposing it to instability and disruption. He added that the Commission is committed to the enforcement of all laws in place for the stimulation of the economy. Christians have been urged to shun sin, live a prayerful life, and return to God to overcome the church at the February edition of the Fasting and Prayer Program organized by Ondo State Christian Welfare Board, held in Akure, emphasized that the challenges facing Christians can only be surmounted when they depend on God. Joy Pius now completes the report.
It is the February 2024 edition of the monthly Fasting and Prayer Program organized by Ondo State Christian Welfare Board and the first in the year 2024. Participants from various denominations as the program praised God for His grace and sustainability. The guest minister at the interdenominational program, Pastor Pius Adiola, stressed the need for believers to live right and always hope on God to get through every situation of life.
God does not do those things without a purpose. When there is a storm in the land, God is able to quench the storm any day, any time. God is not a man that He will lie, neither a son of man to deceive. Anytime we call upon Him, He will deliver the nation. He will set the nation free. He will help the people, and we will laugh again.
The chairman of the State Christian Welfare Board, Very Reverend Raphael Abuola, encouraged participants to be intentional in their service to God.
I want to appeal to all of us to be closer to God this year, so that when we pray and we move nearer to Him, there will be peace to the storms of our life. and we are going to make progress.
Some of the participants at the program described the exhortation as timely.
We need to move more closer to God, just closer to God, that the especially in preaching, it said, "Storm is still."
I bless God for the message given to us today by Pastor Pius Akola. Really blessed the program. And we are made to know that it's only we as an individual, that can stop the storm of this life.
Prayers were also rendered for peace and development of Ondo State and the forthcoming election, Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa, as well as Nigeria at large.
Dunukofia local government secretariat in Anambra State, destroying a lot of files and property belonging to the local government area. Anambra State Fire Chief Martin Agali, who confirmed the incident, said the State Fire Service received a distress call and immediately deployed a fire truck and gallant firefighters to the scene at Dunukofia Secretariat, Uko, where they controlled and quenched the fire. According to him, the cause of the inferno was a bushfire, which was started by unknown person, which gradually escalated into the local government council secretariat. He said, though his men were able to control and extinguish the fire and prevented it from destroying a lot of things at the council, files and other property of the local government were still destroyed. However, we want citizens to always clear all bushes around the environment, especially in this dry season, to avoid eventualities, insisting that the fire destroys but can still be prevented.
Wildfires in Chile have left at least 130 people dead in recent days. Survivors are left dealing with grief for lost family members while trying to salvage what little is left. Marcela Basaev received a donated mattress, which she said has laid out inside the only surviving part of her house, a chicken coop.
This is how I ended up. This is what is left of all of my sacrifice. I'm hoping to receive some help to rebuild something so I can have somewhere to sleep tonight. Some kids from Santiago left me that mattress.
On top of mourning their losses, survivors have had to stay alert because of subsequent looting. Iriman Dominguez is currently keeping watch.
This is my son's house. My son is currently at the hospital because he had injuries from when he tried to rescue his father from the flames. Sadly, he wasn't able to. His father died in the house back there. It's all terrible. It's inexplicable. We've got no help, nothing. That's the worst part. No one helped us. Fire brigades didn't come. We had nothing. It was a terrible disaster.
Thousands of families are still looking for loved ones, with only a few bodies identified and hundreds still missing. The wildfires were the worst natural disaster to strike the South American nation since a 2010 earthquake and tsunami left more than 500 dead. Its speed and deadliness were unprecedented. Scientists say hotter temperatures have been brought on by climate change and the El Niño phenomenon, and that as climate change worsens, extreme weather will become more frequent and severe. President Gabriel Boric has visited the stricken area and announced a series of measures to help families, including suspending payment for utilities, donations of housing supplies, and improved medical leave. Akintunde Akinshimola for Osrc News.
In Pakistan, 2 bomb blasts at the election offices of a political party and an independent candidate in southwest Pakistan have killed at least 30 people and wounded dozens more. Hours before parliamentary elections were to be held.
2 explosions near electoral candidates' offices in Pakistan killed dozens of people and wounded many more, according to officials.
Killing 18 people and injuring at least 30 people. Local authorities say less than an hour later, there was a strong blast at an election office for the ultra-conservative party. Adirunke Kolawale has the details.
Near electoral candidates' offices in Pakistan killed dozens of people and wounded many more, according to officials. On the eve of a general election, the blast in the southwestern province of Balochistan raised concerns over security. Pakistan's goes to the polls today amid rising militant attacks and the jailing of Imran Khan, the winner of the last national election. Khan has been dominating the headlines despite an economic crisis and other woes threatening the nuclear-armed country. Authorities have said they have bolstered security at polling booths. The first deadly attack took place at the office of an independent election candidate in Pishin district. The second in Qila Saifullah, donated near an office of Jaimat Ulema Islam. That's a religious party that has previously been the target of militant attacks, according to the province information minister. Qila Saifullah's deputy commissioner said the device was planted on a motorbike parked near the office. Several groups, including the Islamic militant Pakistani Taliban and separatist groups from Balochistan, have carried out attacks in recent months, with the TPP spokesman claiming an attack on Monday that killed 10 people at a police station in northwest Pakistan. However, it was not immediately clear who was behind Wednesday's attack. Adirunke Kolawale, Osrc News.
An absolute folk hero, and this will make him even more one.
Time at the tournament following injury, Borussia Dortmund striker Aller connected with the Max Allen Gradel cross in the 65th minute. His shot looping over the goalkeeper and him. The two-time champions are the first host country to reach the final of the Cup of Nations since Egypt in 2006. And the turnaround is absolutely remarkable for a team that were on the brink of elimination in the group stage.
Beautifully, like I said, he didn't get the contact he needed, but what really
and fresh. The pulsating semi-final clash, which lasted more than 120 minutes, was settled after a penalty shootout, which Nigeria won 4 goals to 2. In this report were South Africa's reactions of Nigerians to the victory over South Africa.
The clash between Nigeria and South Africa was a case of familiar foes squaring up in a battle, this time in the semi-finals of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. The intensity of the build-up to the encounter did not fail to materialize on the pitch as both teams sought to gain superiority in the contest. For Nigeria, the doubts about the appearance of talismanic striker Victor Osimhen was clear after a fitness scare, but the absence of left-back Zaidu Sanusi appeared to have affected the team's solidity. After a shaky first half that witnessed the Bafana's dominance, the Super Eagles soared back into the contest with a goal in the 66th minute courtesy of captain Troost Ekong following a foul on Osimhen.
William Troost Ekong. Straight down the middle and Nigeria lead.
Osimhen's joy was short-lived when he thought his goal had given Nigeria a 2-goal cushion before it was invalidated by VAR, giving rise to a South Africa penalty.
Wayibeka emnatheni 1-1 yabuya iBafana Bafana wabuya uMzantsi Afrika wathi sisaphila wathi wagqiba uTlebo wathi ndiyikumkani.
With no further goals to separate the teams in extra time, the Egyptian referee signaled for a penalty shootout. 4 goals, it ended in favor of Nigeria, with the victory at the Stade de la Paix in Bouaké radiating to the corners of Nigeria and the world. A day after the victory, the reflections and memories of the encounter remain viral.
When I look around millions of Nigeria, I only want to make them happy and just make them feel good. To me, I don't even expect this coming. I don't really expect this thing coming my way now. But I give God the glory.
Despite the socio-economic challenges in Nigeria, the victory also provided a springboard for business owners and citizens to renew optimism of better days.
We were able to beat them via penalty shootout. So check everywhere, Twitter, Facebook. It's all about the victory of the Super Eagles of Nigeria over the Bafanas of South Africa. A very good match. For me, I didn't know it was going to be as tough. I didn't even believe that the Bafana would give us so much problem. But as it played out, 1-0 via penalty shootouts, we beat them.
We already had the match in the kitty before they now got the penalty that led to the cancelling of Osimhen's goal. I believe that with this squad that we have, I believe that you can go ahead and win the AFCON.
As the final of the Africa Cup of Nations beckons, putting up a good show for victory is the expectation from Nigerians.
The frenzy everywhere in Nigeria, everybody's celebrating. Like, as you can see, everything is lighting up now. And then for Simbi Logistics, we're a third mile logistics company in Akure. We provide fast and reliable logistics for individuals and then for businesses. And then, you know, Iwabali saved 2 penalties yesterday, incredible saves. And then this is what Simbi does every day. We make sure that goods are safe. We make sure that they get to the customers in good condition. And then, like Nigeria, like in Wambali, like Simbi Logistics.
2 days away, and I think the guys, if they can come to the party, don't forget we'll be playing against 12-13 opponents. The referee is there, and also the supporters, and you know the Ivorians are the host nation, so it's going to be a very big one. We met the Ivorians in the group stage. We defeated them 1-0. It might not be the party as usual in the finals because finals are always a different game. So you know the home support.
Correct. Also told you, Ondo State government has reiterated its unwavering commitment to reducing the number of out-of-school children in the state. We informed you that the organized labor under the umbrella of the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress have issued the federal government a 14-day strike notice over its alleged failure to implement agreements reached on October last year, following the removal of subsidy on petrol and from the foreign scene.